we have to understand that our mindset can really shape our life and our view of the world around us, ourselves and others and our circumstances. And that our mindset can be changed. Like if this is the way you've been thinking for a long time, you don't have to think that way anymore. You can make the choice to change that. I was born in Maryland, but we ended up moving to North Carolina when I was 5. I started running track in elementary and did very well with that. And then I ended up doing band, playing recorder and then clarinet in middle school. And usually once I start with something, I do stick with it. So I started track in elementary and ended up running track all the way through the senior year in high school, running sprints. And when I did the clarinet, I played clarinet from middle school all the way even to my first year in college. So I stuck with that as well. So music and sports have always been a part of my life. I don't run track anymore, but I love tennis and pickleball. Those are my sports in adulthood. But I love music. Music is a way that I de-stress, actually, especially inspirational music that makes me realize I'm not alone and I have a helper.
What made you say that what you're doing and living your desk life needed to exist? Like what got this started for you?
Well, I am a physical therapist that's still licensed, but I'm not practicing in the clinic anymore. In 2020, I started working remote due to some health circumstances. I decided to work from home. And when I started working from home, I realized, well, I'm not moving around as much as I used to. I'm living that sedentary lifestyle, sitting behind a desk. And I realized, well, I know how to stay active with exercises. So at first, I wanted to help people become more active at their desk so they wouldn't have chronic diseases, so they could prevent that. So that was my first insight. But then I also realized that when you work from home, you are at risk for burnout because it's that blurred boundary between home life and work life. It was hard to shut work off. So I was trying to figure out fix your desk life, and my husband said, no, live in your desk life. So he finalized the work name, the company name. And so at first I was going to do physical activity and exercise, but then I said, no, I'm going to add stress management to it as well. And when I learned about the burnout that women experience especially, I said, you know what, a lot of times you start a business that relates to something you personally have overcome. And I experienced burnout as a physical therapist in the outpatient setting. So it hit home and I decided, you know what, I'm going to focus on burnout prevention more than burnout recovery. I want people to know you can be proactive and not experience the hardships and health negative impacts from burnout. You can prevent it. It came to a point one day, my body was just exhausted. I had pain, didn't know where it was coming from. And there came to a point where I knew that where I was, it was not sustainable and I needed to take care of my body. And eventually I did find the right treatment and needed to calm down the inflammation that had built up in my body. And some conditions, you don't know where it comes from, but I feel like the prolonged stress and suppressed emotion and just the feeling like I had the weight of the world on my shoulders, I feel definitely contributed to it. And I knew I need to learn how to manage stress a lot better and speak up for myself to take a break. Like if I would have taken a day off and try to recharge, that could have helped. But when it's short staffed, you don't want to disappoint your patients and make them have to reschedule. Who's going to see them? You feel like you can't take a health day. Because when you're at that point, it's almost like you do need a sick day, a mental health day, wellness day, whatever you want to call it. But I felt like me trying to be a dedicated physical therapist, I didn't think I could take that day off when I needed it. And I had to speak to myself and say, how much more do I keep getting? Is there a maximum to how much is being given to me? And they say, well, you do so many things at one time and don't make errors. But I know how much it takes to not make an error. And it takes a lot of intense focus. And everybody doesn't have that every day. And it can feel like a lot of pressure and that expectation as well. So I spoke to a supervisor and she said, take it as a compliment that they give you that much work. And I said, well, it's actually putting me at risk of burnout. And I know that because I've been through that before. And then they realized this is excessive. And they realized they needed to take some workload off of me, even though I was performing. It would end up stretching me too thin.
What do you see is the main problem that most people are dealing with?
The main problem is that they are drained. And a lot of times I'm helping people that are like me, who struggle with perfectionism. I mean, they want to do good, their best at everything they do. Work, taking care of their family, friends, and so they feel like they're not quite living up to what they want because nobody's perfect. You can't, you're going to fall short. And just understand, just show up and do your best. So they put more pressure on themselves, not just from what they think society wants them to do, but they have their own inner thoughts and voice that is putting unrealistic expectations on themselves when they're working or even in their personal life.
So let's pretend it's 75 years from now and living your desk life is no longer here. What are people saying about the impact that your company has had in their lives?
And it really goes beyond the desk. That's the whole point. Are you living the life that you feel you are meant to live? Even if it's the amount of hours you work. Full-time for me wasn't the right schedule for my family. And I had to realize that during different stages of parenthood. So you don't have to do what you think you have to do because it's common or the norm. Do what's best for you.
If people need what you have, the way you're helping people show up, helping get rid of that pressure to perform, maybe even some imposter syndrome, where do they go to get in contact with you?
Go to livingyourdesklife.com. And that way, you can live your best life.
That's it. You guys heard it from her. Jamica, thank you so much. This has been enlightening, inspiring, informative, so many good things from this. So I personally want to thank you. This has been a wonderful conversation. And guys, go and check out Jamica. Don't just sit. Be active. Be present. Show up the right way, and good things will come. You're gonna bless the people around you. Be a blessing in your home, your job, your workspace, being out with friends, in the store, wherever you are. So Jamica, this has been awesome.